Hey everyone. Oh man, I saw this article in the National Post and I said, you know what, it's not really newsworthy per se, but I just found it so funny that I figured, let's make a video about it anyways. Not everything's got to be so dead serious all the time, right? Maybe I'll lighten things up a little bit for this particular one. Although it does kind of correlate and actually contribute to the kind of insanity as far as political correctness goes in Canada. And it takes me back to, what was that guy, Grabher, there was a guy in Nova Scotia, this old guy that had his license plate. Well, he's a German, of German descent, and his last name was Grabher, Grabher, but all the bigwigs in the Nova Scotia motor vehicle department, they said, oh, he can't have his personalized plate anymore because, you know, Trump down there when he was running for election in 2016 said something about grab her by the pussy, right? So because his last name sounded a whole lot like grab her, right? All it took was one complaint and they took the man's personalized plate away from him. I mean, I thought that was already quite funny and insane at the same time, because that's the thing. Sometimes real life is funnier than anything that you could conjure up as far as comedy. But I mean, as if that wasn't bad enough, the PC crowd, they've stepped it up a whole nother level. Headline of the National Post. A Saskatchewanian named Assman has once again been denied an Assman license plate. The name is German in origin and has nothing to do with asses. Assman takes me back to that, you know, Kramer, remember that Seinfeld episode?
Can I help you?
Yeah, Dr. Cosmo Kramer, proctology.
Oh, okay, sure, Doc.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good day.
Kramer, hey ass man. They made that as a joke, right? Nobody, of course it was a TV show, but even then that wasn't even considered controversial. It was actually considered comedy. It was quite funny. And actually most Canadians, I think, would still consider a license plate that said Assman on it quite comedic and humorous in nature. I don't think many Canadians would actually take offense to it. And those who did or would, yeah, really though, are we really going to race ourselves down to succumb to having to abide by the whims of these kind of people? Yeah. Don't sound like a whole lot of fun as far as I'm concerned. This being reported by Tristan Hopper, February 7th, 2019. The government of Saskatchewan has once again forbidden one of its residents from owning an Assman personalized license plate. Railroad worker David Assman, pronounced Osman, of Melville, Saskatchewan, first tried to put his last name on a license plate in the 1990s, but had it rejected as profanity. A recent application was again denied on the grounds that his last name is offensive, suggestive, or not in good taste. It's the guy's last name, right? Wow. I think they're too worried that people are going to have hurt feelings about something that is complete nonsense, Assman told the National Post. Or Osman told the National Post by direct message. Even if it wasn't my last name, who is it going to hurt? Saskatchewan government insurance, like all provincial authorities in charge of vanity license plates, kiboshes any applications that have a whiff of sexuality, drug reference, politics, or religiosity. Even if a word is someone's name and pronounced differently than the offensive version, that's not something that would be apparent to other motorists who will see the plate, said Saskatchewan government insurance spokesman Tyler McMurchie. He added that his agency generally errs on the side of caution. So once again, look at the people that are running this country, folks. Like I say, right from the top all the way down through that deep state, that bureaucratic state, and those entrenched mindless order followers or lackeys. Like I say, authoritarianism starts at the top because it starts there at the top in the halls of government and academia and those in media. Like you see, it's propagated throughout the entire system to the point where now a guy's genuine last name, once again, is being called offensive, and he's not allowed to have a personalized license plate as a result or a consequence. Like I say, folks, yeah, welcome to 2019 in Canada. Hopefully we can start to pivot and shift away from this kind of insanity at some point in time. Hopefully after October, once the PPC comes to power, and we can finally put this country on the path to genuine, proper economic prosperity and social freedoms. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.